I'm Narelle Todd.
And I'm Essie Susan Smith.
We are the self-publishing author and marketing duo that has sold over 2 million books. But we didn't start out knowing how to sell books. Fast forward past many failed promotions and a lot of lessons learned, you will see how we went from self-publishing newbies to hitting the New York Times bestsellers list and making the USA Today bestsellers list 19 times and counting. We created the Get My Book Out There podcast to give you simple yet effective marketing strategies to increase readership and book sales, so you know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, as well as some tips for staying mentally and physically well.
Let's get started.
We're talking places to promote your audiobook. So in our previous session, we dealt with aspects of audiobooks. Now we're going to look at how do we get those audiobooks into people's hands. So we've got 3 ideas for you again today. And first off is library.
The library is one of your best areas to really promote in because of the fact that there's a lot of readers that go to the library, or they can go online now that they use Overdrive. And the libraries offer a great place for those who want to listen to a lot of audiobooks but may not have the budget to buy them, or would like to listen to an audiobook before they do buy it. If the library does not have your book in, or the book that you want, make sure that you request it, because that is how they really go through and pick out what they're going to buy with their budget. So if there's an audiobook that you would really like to listen to, don't be shy about going in and asking the librarian at the desk, please, can you order this if you don't have it on the shelf? Some of the best places to go is Facebook groups. There are a lot of Facebook groups out there, but there are some that are designed just for listeners. And you'll want to find the group that matches you the best. But if you go and you look in audiobook listeners for audiobooks on Facebook, look for groups that have the kind of audiobooks for romance, if that's what you like, or audiobooks for sci-fi. You'll find that there are other like-minded people. And not only do you get to meet other people that like the same thing, but they can also help recommend books for you to actually listen to. That, they'll talk about the narrators, they'll talk about the stories, they'll talk about where you can find them, and help you get the libraries to purchase the books if you're not sure about it. Or if you have people in your area, they may even say, yeah, it's in this library. This is how you do it if you've never done it before. So don't rule out your libraries, and finding like-minded people that are into audiobooks, because that's a specific niche in itself. There's the ones that like paperback, the ones that like ebook, and the ones that like to listen to the story.
Absolutely. So just keep in mind with the library to say to your readers for them to approach their libraries and ask them to get your book in. So you can use the library as an author, letting your readers know that they can get it there, as well as obviously finding books yourself to read at the library. Interesting point around the Facebook groups. I think, by doing a search in Facebook, it's almost like there's 2 strands you want to go down. One is your genre. So you can find listener groups, reader group for audiobook in your genre, and then you can participate in those. Just remember to make it relationship based as much as possible. So don't just join a group and then, just try and flog your book.
You'll have to be careful. If you're going into the group, you need to make sure that there's basically 2 types of groups. One where the admins say, yes, you can promote your audiobooks here. Others that say no promotion. This is only for listeners. And the ones that are just for listeners, it's a great place for you to find out where they go, what they're looking for, that kind of information that helps you also build that relationship with them. And you may direct some of your listeners that are following you to that site so that they can help promote your book as a listener. But if it's the admin says no, usually they'll let you promote a book once a week or twice a week. They'll have Share Sunday or Monday start offs or something like that. So make sure that you stay with those rules, because you don't want to come across, as you said, as being pushy, as promoting your stuff. There are sites that you can go on to see if your books are already in the libraries, so that you can help promote that on your own Facebook group. But don't be shy about asking the readers, especially your super fans, as you're building them, to help promote your books, because that's how best compliment and the best advertising is word of mouth. So when I find a great book or a great author that I love to read, I tell everybody I can think of, hey, this is a great book. You guys ought to check this out.
And of course, the second group to look for in Facebook are the actual author group based on audiobooks. By joining those, you'll get to find out, the best places to do promotion, or things you should watch out for, things you should do, shouldn't do, those sorts of things. So that's the second type of group that you should look for in Facebook.
Don't discount the fact that your narrator may have groups as well, and they develop a following of their own. I know my narrators have their own Facebook group. David Brennan is very, very popular. He's got a large following. And so it's really neat when he finishes a book for me. He is one of the ones that are out there helping promote to those that just love the sound of his voice. That's another area that you want to focus on.
Yeah, for sure. The third one are promotional places or discount, where you offer a discount for and promote your audiobook. There's two that I'd recommend here. One is Chirp, which is by BookBub, and the other is Audio Thicket. Both these sites you can share your book, offering it at a lower price. What that does is obviously snags people's attention. They get to try the book. Of course, they'll, a lot will then go on to buy. Whilst you don't want to base all of your marketing on offering discounted prices, a certain appeal to that, because it gets people's interest, and then you know that you can then sell more if you have a backlist of audiobook. Just keep in mind that the discount promotional sites are good, but you do need to think of the cost and the expense versus what are you going to get back from that. By discounting, say, the first book in a series in an audiobook, if you've got other books after that, the sell-through may very well then look after that investment. So if you see it as discounting the book as an investment rather than discounting, and I don't want to discount, it's just another way to pay for marketing and promotion, but obviously you need to do it smart.
You don't have to do it forever. You can always just do, at specific times, you can offer these books, a discount so that they can listen to them, because it is expensive doing the audiobooks, having them done, especially if you're going to do it right, then you need to make sure that you're going to get your return on investment. Remember, once that initial investment is put forth, then all of the revenue after that, after it pays for itself, helps you keep in business. Again, like you said, giving it that discount at different times at different sites, you're reaching different listeners that may normally go to BookBub to find the book that they want, or others that go to Audio Thicket. You're hitting different people at different times in different ways.
And that's what you want. It's about trying to find new readers, not just for your audiobooks, but obviously for your paperbacks and your ebooks as well, because just like ebook readers will go and buy the audiobook readers will also buy your ebook. So there's flow-ons, the various styles of books.
So this is a great way of helping build your audiobook library and helping get it out. If you guys have any questions, don't forget to, post a comment down below and one of us will answer it, or shoot one of us an email.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. We've got way more information we want to share with you to increase your book sales. So please come and join me at facebook.com. Get my book out there.